Hi, thanks for having another Not Your Average Wednesday. I am Wednesday. A couple quick things. I'm trying to be a super mom on a get real budget, and sometimes what you really need to tame a raging toddler is a good pair of donut earrings. Worked just now, was fabulous. Today, I am going to be going through a list of the top 5 noisy toys that my son's played with over the last couple months. Noisy toys? What? I know. I'll be honest with you. For the last few weeks, I've been building a Christmas list for my little guy as well. And after a couple conversations with some of my loved ones, I realized that no matter what I do, he's gonna get a noisy toy. So if I don't pick, it's going to be random. I've seen lists out there of the top things that the child has played with. And like I said, I was going to do one of my own. I think that they're a great idea. But let's face it, noisy toys are just fun to buy for some people. I'm guilty of it myself. So rather than getting a mountain of randomness, I thought maybe it would be helpful to let people know the kinds of noisy toys that have worked really well for a 1-year-old. All right, before I get started, next week is going to be my first Saver Games. That's a secondhand toy haul, $20 limit, trying to bring a little life back to the playroom. You can't be super mom if playtime's not the bomb, right? Little sticky, but true nonetheless. So first I'm going to show you guys the VTech Click and Count remote. It's got all the digits, does the numbers, it does different channels, some songs. What he really seems to like is the volume up and volume down. It says channels and things like that. But in the middle, it's got this little scroll ball as well as a button in the middle, which he really seems to like. He will actually trade this one for the regular remote, which means it's gotta be good, right? But seriously, this thing gets played with on a daily basis. He carries it around the house with him. He loves it. Our next item is the Fisher-Price Laugh and Learn or Click and Learn laptop. This thing also gets carried around. Opens and closes, but it's got a nice low profile. So like everything does get used as a step, but this one's not too bad. So he can't reach a lot of extra places. It also has one of the cutest phrases that I've heard in a toy recently. So of course I'm gonna play that for you guys.
Ooh, that's your calendar. Hashtag busy baby.
Yeah, it makes me giggle every time. Overall, this one is really great. It gets carried around a lot, and it really is a pretty tough little toy, so it's definitely worth the money. Our next item gets used so much that I actually forgot to get all the pieces for this video. We were just playing with it before my little guy laid down, and I am not poking the bear for you guys. So we've got the Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood mechanical trolley. How cute is that? It actually comes with Daniel and his mom, and then there's little pieces for a crossing guard setup. Let me get this open for you. And what I like so much is the pieces actually store in the top for that. So all the accessories are not everywhere. And then he also plays with like his little people in this thing. Everybody takes a ride. It plays a few tunes from the show, has little buttons on the side with the kids' faces on it. So it'll do like little phrases.
Nifty go lifty.
Don't judge me, but O's my favorite. It's got a button on the top where it plays a few lines from popular tunes on the show. What's really neat about this one is it's got a little arrow button and it causes it to roll forward. Now we have carpet and he absolutely does not mind giving it a little tap to get it to go. He hasn't even gotten like brutal with it. He just gives it a little tap because he's so excited to be playing with Trolley. Another item that gets played with a lot around here is the Mickey Mouse writing toy here. This one was a gift. I don't know exactly where it was purchased. I wasn't able to find anything exactly like it, but I found something quite similar, and I will include a link for that one. Really, honestly, the principle is just that it's something basic, it's lightweight, it's got just some bells and whistles on the front, just a little interesting noise makers, things like that. And it's something that he can push, pull, ride. It's lightweight, so he can manipulate it easily. He likes being able to steer it and point it where it needs to go. And it is something that he will take with him from room to room. Now, the last item that we're going to cover today is actually the biggest. So go big or go home, right? It is the Fisher-Price Laugh and Learn Smart Home. Let me just get this camera moved over here. Now, this is a big one. This is actually where it sits in our home, and it creates a nice little nook for him to play. He is in here constantly. There is so much to do with this toy. It has 4 languages, English, Mandarin, Spanish, and French. It has multiple learning levels. This thing is amazing. He takes all of his toys in here. He'll play in here. He loves this little house. There is a kitchen setup. There is a smart hub. There is a smart thermostat. There is a solar panel on the outside. There is a link up to their smart car. He doesn't have that, but there is actually a place to link it up. There's just so much on this toy. It is well worth the investment. This is probably going to be one of the more expensive items that you'll ever see on my channel. Now, I know big items like this aren't necessarily in a get real budget when you look at a price tag, but he has played with this item every day for 6 months, multiple times a day. He'll peek out and see what's going on with the family and go run back in. He plays with it with the dogs inside. He plays with it with us. You can turn it around and it creates a little cubby situation. There's all kinds of ways to play with this thing. And I tell you what, it is amazing. You know what? I could go on and on and on about this thing. He has played with it so much. This thing is incredible. If you have the available resources, I highly recommend it. And if not, I definitely think that you should be looking for one secondhand or something quite similar, because this little setup, there's so many sets I don't have to buy. And that makes it definitely in that get real budget. All right, guys, so there you have it. Top 5 noisy toys around here. If you are shopping for a 1-year-old, I definitely hope this helps you, or at least gives you some kind of direction in what to look for your little one. Once again, next week we are doing the first Saver Games. That is the secondhand toy haul. After that, we're going to do the first Pimp My Toy. That is really just making some old toys new again and stretching that secondhand dollar out, making the most of that playtime. After that, I'm going to be reviewing a foldable high chair by Summer Infant. Those things aren't just useful in the summertime camping and things like that. They're also great for the holidays when you may be visiting loved ones for meal times, and they're just so easy, so portable. So you know what? Just check it out. Click that subscribe button. Other than that, I hope you have a great Wednesday.